Previously on Weed 'em and Reap. Kevin has a plan to try to get our turkey kiwi to adopt a whole clutch of meat chicks. So far it's working, but we'll see today when we let them out in the pasture. We recently rented a breeding buck to come out to our farm and breed one of our favorite goats, Fern. It took a little bit for them to get used to each other, but now we're hoping that she's bred. A big reason why we built our swimming pond is so that we can raise fish. Last year we put catfish in our pond with hopes that they would grow up big. We think they're just about ready to catch.
All right, it's time to let Kiwi out with the chickie chicks.
Look at that one on. You're too big to be on your mama like that. Yeah, that might be the best thing to
Not
you.
Not like the chicks are trash or anything. It's just...
It'll work. The longer we're in quarantine, the bigger your hair seems to get.
Yep.
You guys, Kevin laughed at me for buying this little wagon. Because I needed something. I can't really push the wheelbarrow, I'm not as strong as you. And now he loves it. It's the best invention. So all the goats have to follow us out here. They think it's something for them, but it's not.
Let's do it under the tree so it's shaded.
Okay. We have to do it on higher ground because of the irrigation. So, watch out, Stella. I think that's pretty good. All right, Lydia, put the grain in there. We'll see if the baby goats will try to get it. They all want it. You might need more than 4 because of this lady right here. She just tried to like swing her head and hit Winnie. But Luna still takes care of Stella here and doesn't care if she gives her a boost. Stella. And then he's gonna use her as a scratching post. Oh. All right. And now it's time to get the chicks.
Come here.
One.
It's gonna take a while. They'll stack.
Don't try and jump.
We're back. Run!
We're not gonna just dump them out.
Well, we kind of are. There's your dinner. And Kiwi can stick her head in, or she can eat over there in the chicken coop hole. Do you remember how you used to play in this irrigation canal?
Yeah.
When you were little? Oh, look, your cat's gonna jump. She doesn't want to go in the water. Look, she's gonna jump. Go. I'm gonna take advantage of all of these summer herbs in the garden, like rosemary and even lavender, to help create tonight's dish. I'm on a mission this year to learn how to cook different cuts of meat, because normally I just throw things in the oven and roast it, but this year is different. I'm gonna start by making an herbed butter. So I'll chop up the garlic and the herbs nice and fine, and then set the butter to soften. While I'm waiting for the garlic from this year to cure, that's how much garlic we have from last year, which I'll probably feed to the animals as a natural immune booster. I'm gonna get that butter chilling, and then tonight it's all about steak. And hopefully this turns out nice and tender. The recipe tells me to trim off all of the really big cuts of fat, mostly because we don't want the grill to go crazy with the flames. And now we're gonna make our own steak seasoning. I have this mortar and pestle, which I'm just gonna grind everything up together. It's got peppercorns and salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and red pepper flakes. We're gonna sprinkle that on, and then I cut that last little piece lengthwise so it's not so thick. And now we grill. I kept really close tabs on this and timed it so it could be cooked to perfection. And you guys, it turned out amazing. I have to say, I don't think it really needed the butter. The flavor was so good and it was juicy, and butter was just kind of, I guess, an extra fun thing to do. But it definitely didn't need it. Normally I would say I made a coleslaw, but it's too hot to grow cabbage in the garden, so I resorted to this store mix, and we survived. This video is sponsored by Filty. If you guys don't know about them, Filty is the largest supplier of nanofiber material that is used for face masks and high-quality HVAC filters for homes. Since COVID-19 has spread, they have decided to sell directly to consumers like you and me. Using this simple material is much more effective and safe than just plain cotton. So if you're making a mask yourself, you can use the material, or you can insert it in a pre-made mask like we have here. You can also use the material by itself and make the mask out of the entire material. As we're gonna get ready in a couple months for the kids to go back to school and life to resume sort of as normal, this is gonna make me feel a lot better. I actually like the idea of making homemade masks. There's lots of great tutorials, and actually I'll link to some in the description below, but you can also get one that's already made and then just put the insert inside. If you're interested in using Filty for your masks or for the creation of masks for other people, click the link in the description below and use the promo code WEEDUM for 10% off. But in the meantime, make sure that you're protecting yourself.
Hey guys, so I was just practicing my rowing in my room when Mom came once again with another job. So I went and got my sister and prepared to embark on another adventure. Once Lydia had her motion sick goggles on, we were off. Just kidding, she doesn't need them for this short of a drive. But for those of you who have been asking, yes, they do work well. They're supposed to trick your brain into thinking they're centered with the horizon or something magical like that. I don't understand it. We picked up a passenger or two, and we were off. Now that the buck pen is finally done, we have a lot of extra roofing that we need to get rid of. So we stacked it up on the back while our supervisor watched. We headed back, dropped off the passengers, and stacked everything up in Dad's junk pile. Lydia kind of helped.
They're following her around. They are imprinted. Oh, look, she's protecting them.
They're a little confused though.
There are a few chicks that prefer the safety of the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still a few over there.
There's a little bit of food left. I think they're probably just eating.
Okay, well let's watch them.
Here, let me
We're gonna get irrigation tonight. We'll see how they do.
This is the slowest train I have ever seen. Our morning starts with feeding starving Hermione and milking the goats. That's a rooster noise.
Okay, which one of you is the rooster?
Things are moving a lot faster now that everybody's getting used to our schedule. Happy, Willow? It only takes about 5 minutes to milk each goat. The feeding cage is working perfectly. Except sometimes, Kiwi has to remind them to come back to the food. Winnie is becoming the loudest goat on the farm because she is so attached to Willow. Winnie and Tatum love to be with their mamas all day long. And they keep the milk supply up, which is super helpful. Once we're done with everything, the boys are let out to their area and still can't quite understand why they don't get to play with the girls. Meanwhile, in the buck pen, these next few days are critical because we're looking for signs that Fern has gone back into heat, which would mean she wasn't bred. If she doesn't go into heat and Iverson's not interested, then we can assume she's pregnant, which means it'll be Stella's turn. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot wait to see how Stella reacts to the buck. We get a lot of questions about how we strain our milk. We use this metal strainer and a paper filter. We screw it on and pour the milk through. We keep the milk super cold at 36 degrees. And I know this is gross, but this is what the paper filter catches. There's always a little bit left over, and that last bit we always give to Hermione.
All right, looks like they're doing really well. Keep knocking over their water, but there's plenty of irrigation water to drink for today. So, you guys just having your best life over here? So they're doing good, learning about all the goats and Hermione the pig. They like to stay by their food, obviously, that's their favorite. So, I think we are in the clear.
If I could take you up and boom, boom, bosh, boom, boom, tell me I'm the only one that you know. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Is that my leftover salad in there?
Yeah. Zipper broke.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a little invention.
Oh, fancy. People love your farmer's tan.
I know, it's really good.
It is really good. Do they like salad, like vegetables? I thought they liked like dog food and and strong flavored things.
They say they like peas.
Okay.
Guess we could put some dog food in there.
Well, it's up to you. So Lydia and I want to try fishing in our pond, but we don't want to catch the koi. The koi are really easy to catch in this little fish trap, so Kevin's gonna try to catch them first so that we don't accidentally snag them. There it is down there. Oh, they're already coming over to it.
Oh, don't blow.
They're getting close. All right, guys, we caught some fish. We're pretty excited about it.
One of them looks pretty big.
Yeah, it does look big. Okay, you have to get in the pond to get it, Kevin. He doesn't want to get in right now. Oh, there's a string. You can do it. There you go. There we go. That one looks big. That one looks really big. Oh, the other one's pretty small. So our goal is to get the catfish to be 12 to 14 inches long, at least, before we harvest them and cook them and all that stuff. Don't know if they're quite there yet, but we're gonna try this one, this big one. We're gonna measure him and see if he's big enough.
Getting close.
Oh yeah, he's almost there. Maybe not quite though. All right, time to go back. Is he stuck on you? Yeah, good thing you had gloves on.
Yeah. Spiky, they're there. See those spikes? They are so sharp right
Yeah,
there.
that's crazy.
You get stuck in my glove. They're so sharp.
That was a good sampling because that's like one of our smallest and one of our biggest. Bye-bye. Well, no fish today.
Well, the catfish aren't big enough yet, but one day they will be.
We'd like to be able to fish with our fishing poles, but we don't want to get a hook caught and lost in our swimming pond. That would be no good.
Didn't eat their vegetables. They only like hot dogs.
I didn't think they would like salad.
Guess it's hard for them to bite through this net.
They ate the hot dogs, so that's good.
Thanks for watching today's video, guys. If you want to watch a past video where Kiwi fiercely protects her chicks, click right here.
Drive up, drive up, drive up, stop. That's gonna be good.